All right. So we are live. We are waiting on Amanda will hopefully be joining us. She's having some sound issues, but this is Drinkin Con 2018, the Hangover edition. Because it's what? Oh God, it's Thursday, so it's like not
It's
quite.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's not quite 2 weeks past like Dragon Con start time.
My liver is still feeling it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, me too. So this one's a little different than the one that we do before the convention because obviously we all have a lot of like at the con stuff to talk about. The main rules are if you're going to tell a personal story, don't like co-opt the entire webcast and make sure it is at least a good or fun story and preferably positive. I don't want to hear a bunch of negativity. I'm already like PCD'd enough. Thank you.
Dude, the PCD is hard this year.
Very hard this year, yes.
Post-con depression, by the way. It's real rough this year. Like although I had it after like Ice and FireCon and San Diego Comic-Con. I never get it after San Diego. So maybe it's just the year. I don't know. So anyway, we'll kind of kick off with like not great stuff about the con.
Okay.
Just to get it out of the way. Like
constructive criticism. Let's call
exactly. We'll get it out of the way so that we can then spend the rest of the time drinking heavily. Well, some of us, I don't know, I am anyway, and talking about all the fun we had. I don't know, Dragon Con cons.
Cons.
Yeah, Dragon Con cons. What do you guys got for me?
Not enough time.
Not enough. You know what?
5 days is not enough. I didn't do the Walk of Fame this year. I barely did the dealer's room, and I didn't do the comic or the art show. The art show is one that I usually like to see. I missed that too.
Yeah,
missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Did you all hear the news that broke today about chickenpox?
What?
Some chickenpox apparently somehow from the dealer's room. I don't know how they could be that specific, but yeah, chickenpox outbreak.
Yeah, I heard about that like 2 days ago. I don't know if it's an outbreak though, because
I'm just shocked that adults don't have chickenpox.
Like you get vaccinated against that. Like I got vaccinated against that. I mean, I haven't.
That's an age thing though. Like I didn't.
I was one of those kids that, you know, when someone got chickenpox, the parents would all herd you over there so that you could contract it as a child.
We all know you're an anti-vaxxer, Tara.
Oh yeah, totally. No, I'm not. No. I mean, I don't even think they had a vaccine, or maybe it just wasn't like common when I was a kid. But my youngest sister was even too old for it. So Andrew, you're just young. But yeah, I'm with Ashley. Like when kids got the chickenpox back in the day, you would like your parents would bring them all together and be like, yes, all get the chickenpox, get it out of the way. So I don't know how many people have actually contracted it, but I do know that it was somebody who had no idea that they had it. So
okay,
yeah, it wasn't somebody who went to the
measles. Yeah, so it's not like a.
Yeah. And it wasn't someone who went to the convention sick. They probably had it dormant because it can stay dormant for like 10 to 12 days or 10 to 14 days, and then they got sick after the fact, but
yeah,
depressing. Like,
well, it's also it's like Rogue. You wouldn't expect that of Dragon Con. I mean, like you'd expect like some either like cholera or like a version of herpes that's like immune to all.
I mean,
Dragon mono, like mono.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sure.
Damn.
We laugh, but yeah, it's true.
Use protection, kids.
But do you think that like they were so specific about it came from the dealer's room? Does that mean it was probably a dealer? Like,
yes, it was a vendor. She posted about it on her.
Okay.
I believe it was a woman. She posted about it on her like Facebook page. So
it was the Plague Rat Industries table.
It was the table with the mini trebuchets. They're also serving up Black Death
and free blankets.
Jesus.
Wow. Wow.
So speaking of things that sucked, the Hilton did not have any bars on the second floor. Can we talk about that, guys? Can we talk about the lack
the
of
Hilton
second floor bars?
being the new party zone, or they're trying to be the party zone with one bar not working out.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
One bar downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing too that my other con was line management wasn't like their game was not on point this year. They both like sent me once to the wrong place and also like sent me to a party that was shut down, and then I realized they sent me to the wrong place. And then they also were just letting people cut wildly. I mean, people were just like skipping lines all over the place, and the people didn't seem to give much of a shit even when the volunteers saw. So
I mean, dude, we skipped the line at
yeah.
Yule Ball. We skipped like 50 people in line at Yule Ball because you guys were like, hey, we know them. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, just go ahead. There's like 10 of us. It's fine.
I used like Argentinian soccer rules. If you embrace somebody, it's okay. You know?
Okay, can anyone hear me?
Yes!
Funny story, I'm actually on the phone. The computer's being a little bitch right now, so.
Technology is the worst.
I hate technology. I'm actually going to see if I can get this thing up here, and okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's too good.
Sound
So
good?
we have it abandoned now. I guess actually, like
She fell.
Yes, I did. It's a phone.
Jumped right into this, but yeah, the Hilton having like no extra bars was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But also I just want to just get this out of the way. The sound issues in that one ballroom.
That one.
I think, does anyone have anything that was worse than that one situation that we were mostly all a part of, I think?
The private party that ended, or no, it wasn't private, was it? It was your party, Tara.
Yeah.
What happened with it? It was the track party.
Yeah, they had, it wasn't my fault or the High Fantasy Tracks fault. It was Dragon Con. It was Dragon Con Tech Ops or the hotel. Wherever they got the equipment from, the equipment was bad. The board was bad, and they knew it was bad because they were having the same issues Friday night. And I guess they kind of powered through them, but I think whatever they did Friday night to power through them just made it worse for Saturday. So it was like, the sound kept cutting out. Even the microphones weren't working, and they sent a couple like Dragon Con Tech Ops specialists up there, and they couldn't figure it out. And they kind of kept blaming the DJ, which was like, I get that they couldn't, it's fine that they couldn't figure it out, because in the end it was something that they couldn't have fixed anyway. It was wherever they rented the equipment from, but like they kept blaming it on the DJ and not listening to the fact, like to us when we said, the mic is cutting out. Well, then they would talk on the mic and of course nothing would happen. But then the next person who got on the mic, it would cut out again. So yeah, it was just a really unfortunate, like nonsense situation. I'm not going to pretend to be some sort of like super like sound system savvy person, but I know enough to know like from the beginning that it was an issue with the board, not like the speakers.
Yeah, it was interesting that they didn't, and I don't know what the procedures are, but they didn't test it or they didn't replace it after they knew an issue was going on.
Right.
And the unfortunate thing is, and I've seen, like on Reddit and on Facebook, a couple people frame it incorrectly, like the party bombed. It's like the party didn't really bomb.
When we had sound, the party was going great, and then it
very popular.
It kept getting worse and worse. I mean, we had like an hour, I think, of like really like good party. Like there was a lot of people in there. I posted a live video on my Facebook page.
When the music was playing.
Yeah. But then it started cutting out, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and there was no fixing it. And it's like there's nothing we could do. We couldn't even talk on the microphone for like more than a minute without it, chopping off half our sentence. So hopefully we will have another chance next year, and it will be a proper sound system.
Weren't they having problems with the party next door too? The sound system there? Okay.
The last party in Alderaan, I think.
I don't know. I've heard different things. Party. I've heard it was the Spectrum party.
No, it wasn't the Spectrum party.
Or the Evening at Bree?
No. Evening at Bree was the night before.
Because I went to the Spectrum party afterwards. That was like my backup plan.
What was across the way? I thought Alderaan was across the way.
Alderaan was across the way, but it also got shut down by the fire marshal because there were too many.
Wow. That's kind of funny.
Wow. Yeah, so
everyone went over there or to the Spectrum party, right?
Yeah, I was trying to go to the Spectrum party, and they sent me to the last party in Alderaan, and then rebuffed me, and I was like, "Wait, which party is this?" And it was the wrong one.
Andrew.
I know.
So other Dragon Con cons, other than my only other thing was like yet again this year the traffic around like the Walk of Fame and Brian Humphrey's photo booth was horrible.
Yeah, they should change that. Maybe not have the photo booth right next to the Walk of Fame where there's a giant lineup all the time.
Yeah.
Didn't the Walk of Fame used to be somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
But that was a while ago. That was like 2 years ago. They
just used to be the Marriott.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still the Marriott.
Yeah, it's still the Marriott. Maybe they moved it. I don't know. Remember when the vendor room was in the Marriott?
Oh, God, yeah.
Because Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh, wait. It used to be the Hilton.
Remembers
Gotcha.
everything.
I like the first year I went to Dragon Con, the vendor room was in the Marriott, and like if you think the vendor room is crowded now, it was like you got in there and it was like a fucking school of salmon. You could only swim one way.
You remember when they put the lightsaber booth right at the front? So just trying to get into this.
No.
You know you're on that floor when there's like a lot of people around the Ultra Sabers table.
And then they had the comic book vendor's room and like the kind of the basement of the Marriott and like that little weird corner.
Right.
Yeah, that was
I think
fun.
that's in the American Mart now too.
The bazaar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many floors? Is it 2 floors in America's Mart, or is it more now?
4.
Four. They've expanded.
It's 4 this year.
4, because they're doing panels in there, or they were doing panels in there too.
They only did
I didn't know that.
panels last year because of all the renovations. So I think this year they took the panels out.
Well, there's 2 buildings to America's Mart, right? There's the one where the vendors are. Then there's another building where there's like gaming.
Gaming, yeah. Yeah, we ran into Ashaya from History of Westeros at like 5:30 in the morning on Saturday.
Drinkin Con.
Yeah, we ran into her at like 5:30 in the morning outside the Hyatt. She was like, "Yeah, we're going to play games, like virtual reality or some nonsense. You want to come?" I was like,
"That's cool.
I'm gonna go get a spam taco and go to bed."
Oh, you had a spam taco.
You had a Spaco.
Is that the night I tapped out early?
Sorry.
By early, I mean 4 a.m.
Oh, you didn't have a spam taco? I had a spam taco.
That was an interesting experience, I have to say.
No, Tara, Ashara only eats pizza. That is the only thing in Ashara's diet.
Nice.
Pizza! Or that.
There was a lot of pizza.
Yes,
I witnessed this too. Sleep pizza, you called it.
Sleep pizza, yeah. For anyone who does not know Ashley and I, who might be watching this now or in the future, when we get super drunk together, we become one entity known as Ashara. Ashley and Tara mixed together. And we demand
pizza. Otherwise, we will not be appeased.
To be fair.
No one's allowed to sleep.
That's bad. That's bad.
So any other Dragon Con cons other than Walk of Fame traffic and the North Remembers sound?
How about just traffic in general? I felt it was a lot heavier this year. I mean, even though they said the attendance was lower, I
object. I think it's actually was less.
I think it was less too.
Okay, I found it busier on Friday, but less busy Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. Yes.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it was worse in the Habitrails, especially mostly going into the Marriott from the Hyatt, but even more so probably because that Habitrail is so much shorter, going from the Marriott to the Hilton. On Friday night, we were walking the opposite direction, and that line, because they were checking every single person's badge one by one, that line was backed up like into the Marriott, kind of around the corner, like near the stairs. It was really bad. But also you could just go outside and walk in like normally and not have to wait.
I just went to the bypass it by going to the food court, then going from the food court to the Marriott, and there was no line there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do appreciate them being
badges.
really hard on the badges after
last year. I think that helped a lot, Ashley. Honestly, I think that's part of why there's less people hanging out on the weekends and the party, going to the parties and stuff, is because they were being militant about it.
Yeah. But yeah, the habit trail traffic was definitely bad, but it was definitely because they were checking badges more. I didn't really experience. I don't think it was worse than any previous year for sure. But then I've had some really bad experiences, especially in the habit trail.
I had one moment. I'm not sure what day, but I was in the habit trail and we were just not moving, and I just straight flop sweat because I was standing there for so long.
Friday.
I don't know what day.
Friday
but
was the worst day for.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was just. I thought it was. You start
Friday
wanting
was
to
bad.
die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Hyatt Marriott Habit Trail was like a fucking heat box.
Yeah.
Every single day, it was miserable.
I try to avoid it on the days in which I know it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I wish they would have enforced this more. Don't take pictures in the damn habit trails.
Yes,
please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They need someone standing in the middle.
Oh God.
I had some guy get rude with me because I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
And I finally was like, okay. And I spun around and was like, take the picture. And he was like, no, you need to put your, I think it was, I must have been Captain America, because I think he said, put your umbrella down. And I was like, no, just take the picture.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, no need to be rude. I was like,
dude,
you're not supposed to be stopping me here. He was yelling at me, and he wouldn't continue walking. That was probably the worst one-on-one experience.
I don't understand how people can get that aggressive. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Take a picture as I'm walking by, turn around and come back and follow me. I don't care. Just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
But it was posted new this year. Also, no Pokemon Go in the.
Oh, they had that. Well, they had that. They had that in the Hyatt one last year.
Oh, did it? Okay.
They might have had it 2 years ago.
I know, because I was doing it last year.
I was doing it this year.
Who the fuck can get Pokemon Go to work at Dragon Con? Because I couldn't after Wednesday.
Sprint?
Although I got home and I had I was I got home and I saw a Luna, whatever the moon one is. The moon version of the Slow Rock. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to catch this. And I caught it, and it didn't give me a new Pokedex entry. And I was like, what the hell? And then I look in my Pokemon, and I'm like, oh, I caught one of these.
Were you drunk Pokemon?
on August 31st at 12:30 or 1 a.m. So it was Wednesday night, Thursday.
Dude.
Blackout Pokemon.
I had a 6-day bender through that whole con. So, oh God, I'm impressed I remember any of it.
So any other cons?
The con is a con. Yeah.
I actually feel like I had a really excellent con.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to say I'm going to kiss a little ass right now, but all of you that I got to meet and spend time with, we're going to get to this later, but really, some of my best times at con, I got to meet and hang out with new friends, and it was fantastic. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it was a really good one. My best Dragon Con ever was 2016, and this one was I'm talking infinitesimal amount below 2016.
Yeah. But this one, I mean, at least for me, I came earlier and left later. That changed the whole game. I was just much more relaxed, and also getting.
What were your days?
I came in Wednesday night late. I wish I came in a bit earlier. I didn't know the Hilton was so lit, but not next year. But I left on Tuesday morning early as hell, but I still made it out to the leftover alcohol party. And that was such a cool experience. And honestly, switching to pros, being able to be there for that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and skipping over to the last night, as an introvert myself, I enjoy the more chill environment of the leftover alcohol party, where you can kind of actually socialize, and it's not just, oh my God, all these people in your face, but it's more,
oh, cool.
Everyone's just, it's more my thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that helped with the PCD too, because my PCD wasn't that bad, but I think it was because I got to see you all and talk that last day and kind of have a chill exit,
That's cool.
Did you come back to our room, Andrew?
Not that I remember.
Okay. We ended up playing
early.
We ended up playing early. Sure.
Early.
It was like 2:30. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, that's true. That did happen, didn't it?
That is early, actually. Early is 2:30.
We played the Cyanide and Happiness version of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh yes.
So anyway, so Dragon Con's out of the way. General like Dragon Con pros. Anybody? Like just general ones, like things you did that you enjoyed, whatever.
All of my panels, the quality of the panelists was higher. Not just Sarah and not just you, Ashley. I kiss your butt enough already. Like, everybody was like on a pretty good level and pretty prepared. I want to like say to all the people, like the Star Wars track I was on, American Sci-Fi, Fantasy, Media, anime, obviously, but high fantasy. Everybody was really good, and I was really impressed by the quality of speakers this year. I wasn't sandbagged.
That's good.
Yeah, I've had some bad panel experiences this year. Everything was great. Like we had some dude bros in one of my Apocalypse Rising panels, but that's like the panelists were great. The moderator handled it well. I mean, even the other people in the room, for the most part, handled it well.
And
like
sort of the topic lent itself to like a bro showing up.
But that's the thing. I don't even think that's what it was. So the panel was friend zone, the importance of platonic relationships in the apocalypse. And so yes, the panel was called friend zone, but like anywhere that the panel was listed, it had the full name. So I don't even think that, I don't think it was what the panel was about. I think they wandered into a panel, honestly. And like, it just so happened that 4 of the 5 panelists were queer women. It was 4 women and 4 queer women and 1 straight guy. So, like, we kept kind of bringing up like queer relationships and stuff like that, and not overwhelmingly so, but like it's a part of all of our lives. So we were talking a lot about like queer platonic friendships and stuff like that, and this one guy just like he just started talking about like procreate. He's like, well, what about procreation? And we're like, that's not
what the panel's about.
But see, that's
in no way, shape, or form is that what the panel is about.
I think putting friend zone in the title probably just got people's hackles up or something.
Salty, yeah, exactly. There's salt in the friend zone.
I mean, it was one group, and like honestly, like they were just they were just drunk. They were kind of drunk straight white people. Like that's
hey now, Tara.
And like, and then the thing is, his friends
I'm not drunk yet, but I'm deeply offended by it.
My toxic masculinity can't tolerate that.
His friends actually apologized for him, so they knew he was being obnoxious. So that was a plus. But
okay, I'm gonna try the Google Hangouts one more time, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna stay on the phone. So give me a moment.
So other than that, and I feel like that's kind of a con, but it wasn't, because it was handled very well, like I said, by the people in the room. But yeah, I agree. Like, I wish I'd gone to panels, but the only one I went to that wasn't one of mine was the anime panel.
Anime!
Oh my!
I have like so many ideas for that. Okay, like this is my first time doing panels at Drinkin Con, so I didn't want to like.
Might be back. Amanda?
I mean,
yeah, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to log out of this on my phone. So
we have 6 Amandas. I can kick one out.
What?
No. Yeah, please go ahead. Just kick them all out.
Sometimes, like if you're logged in from more than one place, it'll show you at the bottom of the screen for me, because I'm hosting this. Right. So like I can kick people out. I can actually just boot any one of you anytime I feel like it. So don't piss me off.
All right, go ahead and boot me out, because I'm going to try it again on my computer. If not, I'm going to come back on the phone, if that's okay.
All right, I think I can eject you. It literally says eject, by the way. That's super rude.
Eject.
Nice. Eject.
Are you sure you want to eject? Unknown, by the way. It calls you unknown from this video.
It does say that.
I'm ejecting.
What does mine say? What does mine say?
It says Dean.
Yeah, it says Dean. And Ashley says Syrian, and Andrew says Andrew, and mine says you. I don't know what it says.
Yours says a Geek Saga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're talking about like art and
Anime.
Yes. Okay.
We're taking over next year.
I do a lot of anime panels at other anime cons. Like I have like dozens of panels under my belt at this
Humble
point in
brag.
time. But I've never done Dragon Con panels, so I like to go in calmly and see what it's about. But now that I'm okay with the Dragon Con setup and whatnot, I already have tons of ideas for next year. I'm just like, okay, I want to do this panel, I want to do this panel, I want to do this panel.
What are the posters on your wall, Ashley?
Oh, they're all anime.
Well, I know that, but
Okay.
Sports
This is more my sports anime wall. So it's a lot of sports.
you have other anime walls.
Oh, there are, yes.
sports, go sports. Athletics are number one. No, nobody's Simon.
Best in Japan. Best in Japan.
Yeah.
Best in Japan. Okay, so other than like
Baseball,
yeah,
volleyball.
Kuroko no Basket is the best though. Other than like panels and everything, because like I said, I had a great time on all of our panels. I had one panel that I did that I wasn't that fond of, but I'm not going to get into that.
Shout out to High Fantasy though. Overall, that's the second year we've been on those panels. They've been great. I think like honestly, fucking Looney Theories. I was worried it wouldn't be as amazing this year. It was in its own right, its own thing, and I've had so many people come up and tell me that was their favorite panel of the con.
I want to tell anybody who says that to listen to the recording from the one last year, because this one was good, but last year was so much better.
But it was still good.
Oh no, it was great. It was just last year was way funnier.
You never forget your first time, Tara.
Yeah.
Well, didn't last year also have like costume changes going on?
Yes.
The panel?
We were not Puffs and Slytherin and whatever. Yeah, Slytherin and Puffs.
Yeah. So anyway, other than panels, what are your favorite things about Dragon Con this year, y'all?
Dean.
I did. We had all these random events occur. I brought more like shirt. Well, here's one. Thank you, Tara. By the way, Tara. Set this up, everybody. It's the coolest shirt ever. If you know, it's always sunny. But I did all these little random events along with the big events I always do, and I ended up with like we do this thing, Drink All the Rum. I had a tiki shirt. We had this. We did this. The Hilton, the room blocks this year. Instead of they label them something weird every year, and this year it was ZebraCon. One of our friends came up with this idea. We did this whole zebra themed thing. We showed up in the lobby, and the manager that had he was waiting for this. It was the coolest thing. We made his weekend because he came running out. Oh my God, you did the thing! And so he decided that because this year 2019's block was named something lame. So he changed it to Alligator Con because he's like daring us to do it again. So we're definitely doing it again. There's going to be a pile of alligators in the lobby of the Hilton. So that was pretty
Florida
cool.
man.
Yes, one in the house. Woo!
Can you throw the alligators at people? That's the question.
I mean, I literally
we did get chased. We did get chased by a T-Rex, so that was kind of funny. Oh, look at that!
By the way, this is my Looney Theories drink of choice, straight whiskey. So,
oh my! But you're all about panels. I'm more about the social experience. I do like panels, but I'm not on them usually. And I tend to do events and parties and gatherings, and I barely had time to breathe this year. Like I was at these things constantly, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? I see your face, Tara. So like you're doing panels in the same manner. Like, when do I get to take a breath? But yeah, it was a really good time. So anyway, somebody else, please.
Dean, are you doing? But let me ask, because like we all went to parties and panels, like all of us did. Like we went to like Yule Ball, Wakanda. I think most of us, the rave, multiple nights. Other parties. Obviously, North remembers for when it lasts. Did you go to like meetups? Did you go to like smaller meetups or like hangouts that like were like 30 people or 50 people or like smaller groups? Other than our room party.
Yes, of course. Well, I'm part of the Colonial Fleet, so we have a bunch of different events that take place throughout the weekend. Tequila Town is a really fun one. That was the last year of Tequila Town, sadly. which I think is going to evolve into something else. But Sunday night is the big fleet party, the big reunion fleet party every year. It's kind of a exclusive private event, but that's always a good time. As far as, well, I did get to go to the unfortunate Game of Thrones party, aforementioned. I was in Littlefinger. I come walking in. Yeah. Just as the announcement was being made that the party was shut down. So I was there just long enough for Chloe to tell me to get a job. So yeah, that was sad.
Don't worry about it. Get used to it.
Yeah.
We'll have our revenge. Don't worry, Dan.
I hope so. Well, Ice and Fire Con, right?
Yes, Ice and Fire Con.
What was I? Oh, so I went to the vendor hall on Monday, which I've done the past couple of years, but this was the first year that at least the bottom floor wasn't like ridiculous.
It was empty. Relatively.
Yeah, the second floor was bad, but the bottom floor was fine.
The second floor was Ultra Sabers.
Oh, was it? I don't.
The whole floor was not Ultra Sabers.
Well, was it or wasn't it? Because I feel like maybe it was.
I wait. Let me see. I don't know if I can show you. I bought a thing, and I can't believe this was only $80. So I got to show you. This is a bad way to do this, but
no, I got
because I'm not. Cool. I'm at my office, but like they say it's gold plated. I seriously doubt it. But
yeah,
it wouldn't have been $80. It was like real gold plated.
Well, I mean, like this is a knockoff, but the Sideshow Collectibles ones are like $1,500. So I feel pretty good about this.
Yeah.
I didn't really. What did we buy?
We didn't really buy anything.
We bought a shit ton. I bought 2
anime
books.
pins.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. We got some Kuroko no Basket pins because that's our shit.
I did buy books from CB Lee. She writes like YA superhero series where the protagonist is a queer woman of color. And I was on 2 panels with her, and like the more when she talked about her books, it was never like I'm trying to sell myself. It was just matter of fact, discussing her novels. And she was a doll, and she made her like stories sound really interesting. So I'm pretty psyched to read them. I usually don't buy books not off Amazon because I have no money, but I really wanted to support a fellow artist. So I'm pretty excited about those. But other than that, yeah, anime pins.
I was looking for new decals for my car, and I didn't really find any of that.
Decals?
Yeah.
Canada!
What do you guys call them?
Decals?
Decal?
No way.
You guys are wrong.
A decal? What is that?
It's not a thing.
No, you're wrong.
Is that like a form of tickling? Like
what?
But like,
you see my face turning red right now?
Yeah.
Like no.
Decal?
Oh,
like, no, that's a shekel. Jewish money is a shekel.
No, I mean, like, I get it. It's some weird.
Okay, it's a shekel for a Demogorgon.
Drink for Canada, guys. Yeah, I was hoping to find some too, but they were all like the same, like lame fandom ones. Like, give me the decals, like the one I have on my car that's Darth Vader walking in AT-AT. Like, that's funny.
Yeah.
I want a funny decal for my car. I will say, my sister, when I moved, I gave her my bed frame and she won't give it back. So I have no headboard, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick a giant Hufflepuff, like it's a sorting hat with Hufflepuff in quotes next to it, gigantic above my king size bed. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So puff.
Yeah, so puff. Andrew, by the way, you're being told you're out of control by Westeros, an American musical.
Wait, he's out of control right now?
Literally in the live chat.
Westeros, I don't respect them at all.
In the live chat, Westeros, an American musical, is saying that Biggest Finger is out of control.
Oh,
I'm fully tempered.
We should explain that. We should explain Biggest Finger. I'm joining in on that. I'm in on this.
Yeah, okay, your middle finger. I'm buying I don't have the jersey. I'm going to buy the jersey for you. But only if you come to Ice and Fire Con. Deal?
I'm in. But explain it though. You got to explain it.
Okay. So we did this thing. It's called Westeros, an American Musical. It's available on YouTube. Please look it up. But Hamilton, Westeros, parody, totally okay under IP law. And it is essentially a mashup of a parody of Hamilton and Game of Thrones. But I was so tall and playing Littlefinger that a commenter on YouTube repeatedly referred to me as Biggest Finger. And of course, because I'm an evil person, he's like, I hate Biggest Finger. He's the worst. Therefore, I made a jersey that says Biggest Finger.
But it works because whenever you're next to any other Littlefinger, you are the biggest.
Yes.
How tall are you? 6'5", 6'6"?
6'6", 2 meters in the metric.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, get shorter.
I'll give you 3 inches. I don't want it.
Yeah, no, I'm used to being the tall guy in the room, so that was different.
Yeah, that's not even close. Between me and Keith, it's not even going to happen.
Remember that time we needed a Mara Sukibara? And we had a purple wig.
Yeah, they needed a tall anime guy, purple wig on my head, done.
Oh, also he eats snacks, so
I like snacks.
Cheez-Its in the hand, yeah. So anyway, I think I don't know if Amanda's going to be able to rejoin again, so it might just be the 4 of us, which is fine. But like other Dragon Con pros from you guys, like just general, we ordered room service a lot.
I don't want to know what that bill was.
You just said you have no money, Tara, like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't pay for it. We all split it. You know what I mean? It went on my credit card, but people paid me.
Look. What happens at Dragon Con, including your hotel bill, stays at Dragon Con.
That's kind of why I have no money.
Dear God.
Yeah. We kind of went a little overboard, admittedly.
Did we though? Did we?
Well, I missed all that.
I didn't look at the bill, so maybe.
All I got was pizza and rupees. There were rupees all over your room.
Much pizza.
So many rupees.
If we combined the pizza boxes of every single night, I swear we'd have a tower.
Yes. Tara had a sensual pizza box photo in the last night.
And that was pretty much.
Well, that was at the Hilton though. That was like.
Whoa! That doesn't make it any better or worse.
That was Papa John's like being like, "Hey, we're leaving our little like thing that we've had open all weekend."
Here's I'm putting that picture up. I'm sorry. That was a good picture.
Yeah,
it really was. It was very green though. The lighting was awful.
No, it was appropriate. It was Hilton Park. Welcome to Hilton Park.
True. But yeah, we order a shit ton of pizza. I mean,
every night. Every night. Even the last night when we were like, we're not going to have pizza this night. We're going to eat healthy and go to bed early.
No.
And not drink a lot.
No. Nobody's going to bed early there. If you are, you're doing it completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get up at like 8:30 the next morning and like work. So that was great. It's real fun. So yeah, I will say that ordering room service, that Sway from the Hyatt, they were pretty much on point with their short room service delivery times. I would never order chicken from them again.
Yes.
I got it.
The only spot for chicken is Gus's, by the way. Gus.
All right.
There may or may not have food poisoning.
The pizza picture. Yeah.
Sarah found
yes.
all the pizza boxes, the leftover pizza boxes, and then I wish
I'd like to take credit for saying, "Hey, Tara, you should get in those pizza boxes and take a picture."
Yes.
Oh no! We were walking by, and I was like, "I need a picture with these. All this pizza, like super sweet pizza." So I ordered like mac and cheese with chicken on it the first time we ordered room service, and the chicken came and it was kind of like, it looked kind of pink. And I was like, I worked in food service. I'm really picky about chicken. So I was like, I'm just not going to eat this. And my friend also ordered chicken and ate it and got sick. So moral of the story, don't order chicken from these restaurants during Dragon Con because they don't have time to cook it or don't care to cook it. I don't know.
It's hit or miss. Like I did go to one restaurant in the food court and get sick. I'm not gonna sandwich, but then I went to a different one.
Was it the Roma pizza place, Andrew?
No, it was maybe an Indian restaurant. But like I went to the Thai place the Vietnamese place next door, which was delicious and fine. So,
Yeah, it might be just, take into consideration it's Dragon Con, they're cooking fast, maybe not order things that need to be well cooked. So avoid chicken at Dragon Con. I think it should be a new Dragon Con rule.
That was a mini event I went to that we do every year. Post the first Avengers movie, we eat all the shawarma. That's what it's called. Eat all the shawarma. The name escapes me right now, but there's a place that serves shawarma in the very broken food court. Right? That was kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They said the construction was going to be done. It was not, but I have to say, I didn't feel like it was that disruptive. The seating seemed okay to me.
It wasn't like, I mean, I never sat down there. So this year, it was more that it was just kind of, I felt like the general like amount of space was smaller, maybe.
Well, like they threw all that, they had that boarded off area with all the construction stuff and tools and everything in it. That was sort of the only like dead space, but I don't know. I felt like the few times I went down there, I was able to find a place to sit. It wasn't like that was like the only place that wasn't crowded, which was odd to me.
What, the little like annex by the CVS in the food court?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that actually the construction being there and kind of like taking up that space deterred people and made them go elsewhere. Yeah, that's very true.
Like I never actually even went into the food court this year, to be honest. So,
You didn't pass through it, like even go hotel to
not
hotel.
even once.
Did you eat real meals actually, or just?
Well, no, we got room service the entire time.
I'm sorry.
Room service and pizza.
The only time. Hey, we have Amanda again.
Hey. All right.
The only time
I give up on my computer. I'm just using my phone. I hope it's okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
Breaking the rules.
My computer.
Yeah, that is a rule. Don't use your phone, but it's fine. It's don't use your phone if you're like driving or in a hotel room where you don't have proper internet. I don't even want to get into why that had to be a rule, honestly.
There's probably a really good story about it, and a very long story about it.
Dragon Con is for no rules.
Yeah, the food court. I honestly did not go in the food court once after Wednesday. I went to Chick-fil-A. I got nuggets. They wrote my name down as Tiara.
Tiara,
as in the crown, but like that's a tiara. But they said Tiara. Well, and then the next day or 2 days later, my friend Lauren went and they wrote her name down as Lori Ann. So like it's not just me
doing the Starbucks thing, maybe messing with you.
Oh God!
Or they just couldn't spell.
I think they just, I don't know.
No, if it was me, I would just be like, you know what? I can't spell. It's going to be what it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the food court was a fucking mess. And that's kind of why I never went back in there because it was like really fucking crowded on Wednesday. And I was like, I don't feel like doing this.
No, like I knew it was under construction. So I was like, you know what? We're not going to go this year. I'm just not gonna.
Although I also never went to the SunTrust one that was like open on Saturday.
Oh, that was totally legit. Both in the actual food court. I mean, the food is what it is. It's food court food. But there was a sushi place below, spot on Saturday meal, normal protein, total like no wait.
Not sun prices.
No, it was reasonable.
Or yum yum
for city. It was reasonable prices for like city food.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not New York prices or anything or like super.
No. You go to Yum Yums, you're spending $50 on your plate.
No. Yeah. Like this was like $20, and I got like I got a salad, a soup, and like a sushi entree.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, how many of you do you do offsite meals or gatherings or anything on purpose?
A little bit.
Yes, Thursday night.
Yeah, we literally do it Thursday night, and that's it because we don't.
Where did you go?
Max Lager.
Oh yeah,
we used to go to Hooters. Okay.
I want to go back. My vote is to go back to Hooters.
No, Max Lager is better. They have better drinks, and it's not
like
creepy.
My masculinity demands.
I feel really awkward giving my order to a woman who was just like, it's
12. She's like 12.
Hey, 12-year-olds need money too, okay?
No. See, if there were 12-year-olds, it'd be raisins.
Oh, there you go.
That's a South Park episode.
Yes.
Oh God! Wow, that's a long. Okay.
Scissor me Xerxes.
We went to the beer garden. Has anybody been there? That's pretty fun.
Where's that?
A couple years ago, I have.
It's off-site, but it's all very German food. Like, okay, California. We have no, probably not. Maybe. No, I'm not sure.
We'll never do it then.
California has a hot dog chain. I don't know if you have it all there, called Der Wiener Schnitzel, or it's just Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah,
and it's a hot dog chain, right?
Yeah.
So at the beer garden, I found out that Wiener Schnitzel is not a hot dog.
No, it's a cutlet.
Yeah. But they don't serve that at Wiener Schnitzel, so it's a little bit confusing. So, yeah. Well, hey, culture, right?
Dragon Con.
Yay.
So enriching. Yeah. And beer. They have like beers you've never ever heard of, and that was fun.
I think there was one year that we tried to go to a restaurant on like Sunday or Monday, and they just had no food at all. Like everything's like, oh, sorry, we're out of this, we're out of this.
Oh my God!
We went on Monday. Didn't it take a while for us to get our food?
It was empty. What? There was no. The menu was like they just didn't have.
Like they didn't have any food left because they
ran
had
out.
Of everything.
That is
so
bad
that was
planning.
kind of like we're not going to restaurants past Friday.
Is anybody else watching the live chat?
Yeah.
No.
No. What's happening?
Yes, I am. There's pizza, and there's also Shara the Destroyer who's come in, who's literally demanding pizza. Literally all of a certain person's handles. Not gonna say any names.
Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get the YouTube live.
Well, not gonna lie, that might have been accurate to our behavior, though.
But how do I see this?
The story has grown.
The
To a legend Leviathan right now.
The way it has grown is not entirely inaccurate, though.
So you have to go. You have to go to the actual YouTube link. Like, go to the actual YouTube link, and if you do this, you're gonna have to like have yourself on mute or like pause it immediately, because otherwise it'll start playing ourselves talking, and we'll all be able to hear it. Everybody will be able to hear it. But like, if you go to the actual YouTube link,
muted it
for this webcast, the live chat is on the right-hand side, and there is somebody in there. We won't name names, but we know who it is.
Name names.
Creating usernames. Like Ashara the Destroyer was not a username before.
It is now. It is now. She only posts pizza videos.
Being
all right.
Completely honest, not entirely inaccurate.
No.
We were kind of that was fun. Right now.
Out of control. Out of control.
I mean, were we though? Were we?
Appropriate for Drinkin Con.
Exactly.
I mean, it was only 5 a.m.
We all got in trouble.
Out of line, expecting everyone to still be awake and have their pizza hot and warm, even though we ordered it at 2 a.m.
The only night
that was too much to expect.
I think the only night we were out of control was Thursday night. Honestly.
Okay, I'm getting Thursday and Friday mixed up.
Like,
yes.
We were up late other nights. I think the only night we were out of control was Thursday night. Like, I'll be
my
real.
one hangover was Friday.
We met up with Dean. I don't remember where. I don't remember how.
Thursday
night, yeah. Jeez. I don't remember where we met up with you. I don't remember how.
I was out of control every night, so yeah.
We randomly ended up in all of your rooms.
So guys, I mean, other than the this is a good question. Other than like the room parties, what was your favorite like official party other than North Remembers? Obviously, I didn't have it. Like Yule Ball, Wakanda, Heroes and Villains. Like was there one party that you really liked better than the other?
The Dark Crystal Ball.
Okay.
Dark Crystal Ball.
The Dark Crystal Ball. It was awesome.
Tell us about that, because none of us went to that.
Yeah.
I forgot about.
And it was expensive. That's why none of us went to it.
That's why no one went.
Was it worth the money?
I thought it was. I thought it was. I think I've got over 100 photos on my camera. I can like email any of them to you. I know a few of them on my Instagram. It was awesome. They had a does anyone remember the movie The Dark Crystal?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Good. They had a Skeksis cake. Literally, it was amazing. And literally, how she started cutting into it, she just took her giant knife and just stabbed it in the back. And it's like, oh, this is so wrong. It was so awesome.
Very Skeksis.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, she won 2 first and second place awards at the different Henson events.
Cool.
Nice.
So that's pretty neat.
Wait, she was in the did she do the puppetry one that was like announced a month before?
The Masquerade or whatever?
No, the
yes. I don't think I saw both costumes or exactly what she did, but one of them was a beautiful ball gown dress, and that was the second place one. I don't remember what the first place one was right now.
Oh, but, actually, no. The first place one was a couple of these guys did Lance Striders. Okay. They actually had Lance Striders and had the puppets riding on their backs. But yeah, I actually saw her. I loved her ball gown. That was gorgeous. I actually talked to her a while about how she made it. It's like, wow. Wow.
You ever hear that bang? What happened, Tara? Yeah. What was that?
That was Tara's wine.
That was wine.
It was me.
I was okay.
Over there.
The past 2 years, they've done the Labyrinth ball, and I was upset. Like the tickets are close to $200.
Oh god. The first year they sold out in like 2 minutes.
Right. So seriously, I have not been able to go. It's a really high price that I don't know if I will be able to justify it, but like hearing that it was the Dark Crystal, like okay, I loved Labyrinth, but the Dark Crystal means a lot more to me.
Yeah, me too.
That I didn't realize that was what the theme was this year, that they were going to be doing another Jim Henson thing. So I was like, oh my goodness, I just found out about this like last minute, and I was like, erg.
No, the only reason I found out about it early is I'm a member of the Center for Puppetry Arts, and they like send you this newsletter every quarter, and it's like, la 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 la. It's not even on their website yet. Oh yeah, I'm going to harass them now.
Yeah. So if it happens next year, I don't know. I might.
It depends if
but again, like it's Thursday, so you're missing one of the Dragon Con nights to go to this.
Right. You're committing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was missing the bunny hutch, and it's like,
Well, the bunny hutches. I mean,
well, that's the thing is, if you're part of a group or not, that's the thing that makes the difference. Like,
yes,
are you? And I'm always
And I will say the bunny hutch has gotten that's one thing, and this is not even from me. This is from people who went to the bunny hutch. We went to the bunny hutch and turned around. The line was too long.
You're like,
yeah, it was
nope.
bad.
But
it was bad.
But even the people that were there, it's a lot. You know, it was a party where people would dance and hang out, but now it's just people standing around in their cosplay group. You know, waiting for the cosplay contest, which I heard the winners didn't even get announced by the time the party was over. Oh, wow. So it was just like an afterwards thing. Yeah. So
that was kind of what happened last year. It just kind of, it's gotten bigger every year.
It's too big now because everyone wants to do it, and it's something that's easy to do. So.
No, it's not. You ever try making a bunny suit?
Yeah.
Dude, making a bunny suit is a pain in the ass.
They really are. They don't have patterns for that.
And
they do.
Let me reframe that. It's something that like is universally done because that's all there is on Thursday until the Wakanda party. And I had a shit ton of fun at the Wakanda party.
Sorry, what
dude,
was
we get it.
Okay.
Like, okay, we go to the Wakanda party. 2 songs in, they start playing the Weezer. Not even the actual version. It was the Weezer version.
Weezer.
They played good stuff too. They played some rap. We had other stuff, and it was not. It was not the whitest
Weezer version.
It was not the whitest Wakanda party.
I
was like, when that came out, I'm like, is this ironic? I wasn't sure.
It was multi-ethnic.
At risk of being controversial, I was reading everywhere that was like the whitest party at Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, Wakanda.
I don't think
I was not there. I don't know.
One of my friends was like, "Isn't that kind of racist to call it Wakanda?" And I was like, "No, it was a bunch of fucking white people at a party that was supposed to be for Wakanda." Like.
There were other people in the room. It was
also. Can we talk about the fact that I just had a giant like?
It was absolutely fine, but it didn't seem like it was. It didn't seem proper.
Oh, so, yeah, like it was fun. It was fun. It was just.
It was a fun party. Yeah. I just, like I wasn't. I don't know what to say without sounding racist. So.
I'm super triggered right now, Ashley. Thank you.
I don't
we're
know.
We're all white here, so we should all be careful.
I'm Canadian. That makes me extra white.
My playlist is 100%
cool. No. I'm anti-white right now. I'm being critical, okay?
No, I am too. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There were obviously like some great like Black Panther cosplayers, and like there were
the cosplay
as Dragon Con goes. That was probably one of the most like.
Oh, did you guys see the viral?
Crowds.
Did you guys see the viral video of Barbecue Becky at like the sort of?
Yes. I did see at the photo shoot. Oh my god,
that was amazing.
They just pulled her out of the sides. From what I heard, she was just randomly there. It's like, can you wear these sunglasses and be on your cell phone?
No. She planned it. Really? No. That's not true.
I didn't know that.
She wrote an article that like she planned it. She asked them. It was not random because she was conscientious about it.
Okay.
She didn't want to do it, but she wanted to make sure it was appropriate and that it was okay.
I didn't know
like,
that.
Yeah. She didn't want to be insensitive and just show up. Yeah. But
I always enjoy those like random things that show up like from the news or like the meme that hits right before con.
Harambe.
Yeah, or like I remember Sharknado was one, and I saw like 2 or 3 of them. And then remember Irma Gerd? Like,
yes, that one I remember.
And then I saw a girl walking around. The first picture that was Irma Gerd, and I saw a girl walking around with that, and I almost died. So I like when somebody hits something topical like that happens right before con.
Those are always the ones that people are taking like tons of photos of.
Yeah.
And also,
Sharknado was like that was 2013. Like I remember this.
But
I actually called it Sharkicane the first time I saw it because I'd never heard of Sharknado on Sci-Fi. And it's like Sharkicane.
We did a Sharknado 5 drinking game while we were there. That was pretty fantastic, and I everybody's invited to this. It was the most fun thing ever. We were drunk by the end of that.
Yeah.
The choices of when to drink were maybe too liberal.
Dragon Con.
Every time they say Sharknado, drink.
Yeah. I mean, I will say like Ghost Shark, original Ghost Shark is actually superior to Sharknado. I wrote a whole like pro con list about them back in 2013 when this was a thing.
Oh God.
Okay, there's a movie called Santa Jaws now.
What?
Yes, Santa Jaws.
Come on.
Santa Jaws.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. The sci-fi one.
But nothing beats Zombies though, Tara.
Oh my God. P.S. If you have never seen Zombies,
I've never seen it.
Watch it. But make sure you watch it with a large group of people and assign characters to all of your friends so that you can
survived, motherfucker.
So that you can laugh hysterically when they die.
What is this, a movie? What is this?
It is a movie about like a zombie virus that infects a zoo.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking this up right now.
It was really amazing.
It's great.
Is it Zoo Beast?
Zombies, like ZOOMBIES.
Yeah.
Zombies.
So I actually worked on a Sci-Fi Channel movie.
Found it.
And it was one of the odd ones that they actually tried to be serious about, and it's still an god-awful movie.
The poster's horrible.
So yeah, I did that. I'm sorry.
Which movie?
It's called Day of Reckoning, and I'll tell you what, it was one of the best
horrible.
Yes, I'm not
I'm sorry,
pretending it wasn't. Yeah, yes, it was.
It was trying to take itself seriously. It's like, the hell?
Right. It missed the point of being a Sci-Fi Channel movie, I think. Yeah. But it was one of the most fun shoots I've ever been on, I have to say. Great group of people. Can't complain there, but wow, what a film.
Yeah.
Okay, so memorable moments.
Okay.
From Dragon Con 2018.
The whole con. No,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's weak. Come on.
I mean, when I ate that late night hot dog, that was like really.
But it wasn't a hot dog, was it?
I honestly like this year was kind of just like I know it was like Tara's one of her good years, but it was kind of like a steady year for me. Like I didn't have any really good high points. Last year I had like 4 a.m. hot dog street meet with people that I was like randomly met in the middle of the night, and that was like amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
And like I've had in the past, that one time I was in the elevator with the Iron Fist.
Nice.
What's his name? I'm sorry. Danny Rand. Danny Rand. Is he the Iron Fist? Sworn protector of Kunlun, the Iron Fist. Danny Rand.
Keith got really excited. And I was like, no, don't make a big deal about this. No. And Keith's like, no, do, and pointing straight at him.
No, it wasn't like, the dude in the costume. It was actually
the actor.
Finn, whatever.
So it was real Danny Rand, Iron Fist, Sworn protector of Kunlun, Rand Enterprises.
That's pretty cool.
That was
Danny Rand.
So, but I didn't have any. Yeah, I mean, like this year, I didn't really have any like.
But I agree with you. Actually,
that really happened.
It was like constantly good. It wasn't like there
was no like really down point, but there was no really up point. So it was just kind of like a steady. I enjoyed my time.
I think it's because you didn't come on Wednesday.
Yes, I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Wednesday was a fucking shit show, man. Like
wait, hold on. We hung out for a little bit on Wednesday. Pardon me.
No. Like, I mean, like in a good way. It was a shit show.
Because you can sleep in and not worry about
shit show's not good. That's
not
good.
Hyphenated.
Yes, it is.
Shit show. That means bad.
Tara's version of a shit show is good.
Like when I show up and Tara's already saying that she's drank too much, that's how you know there's an.
I took her for rum, and it was a lot of fun. Was it not?
Oh, okay.
Oh, how was the pie, by the way?
It was great. Thank you so much, man.
No problem.
No. When I say it was a shit show, it was like I was wasted, and there's like a later chunk of Wednesday night that I don't remember.
Okay, fair.
But like,
you don't actually remember?
Oh God.
No. I'm talking like the last like hour or so. There was like everything else before that I remembered, but like.
Do you remember passing out in your bed?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you were okay, I guess.
Yeah, there's like it's not a blackout. It's a brownout.
Okay.
Yeah, you fade and then you poop. Not Tara,
no, you don't know what a brownout is? It's an It's Always Sunny thing.
No, is it? Okay, I know.
Yeah.
I'm drunk when I watch It's Always Sunny.
Dude, Always Sunny is the best when you're drunk.
It's the best.
That's true.
No, like it was just. I don't know, like, and the same thing happened last year when I got there on Wednesday, also super early, like just both times, like starting drinking really early and just hanging out with a bunch of cool people and and also not people I normally hang out with. Like last year it was our MegaCon friends who I don't usually see that much at Dragon Con, but I spent all like Wednesday afternoon and evening with them. And this year it was, I was with Dean and I went to like a Fleet thing, and then we went and had food and everything. And then Lauren was there. It was a big, like, I don't know, like both years. It's like, these are people that I don't normally see during Dragon Con a whole lot. So it was a shit ton of fun.
I actually saw more people than I usually do at Dragon Con. It was weird. Kind of liked it, but.
Yeah, we got to hang out too.
I was constantly like, every time I walked by somebody who I know from Ice and Fire Con, I was yelling at them.
Yeah, it was Ice and Fire Con.
As an extrovert, it's odd being, at Dragon Con and having, such a group of people. Like I know so many people now that go to Dragon Con that's just like I feel comfortable wherever I go because I kind of know someone everywhere I go, and it's really weird. Anyway, it's a good thing. At Dragon Con, yes. Because after a few years at Dragon Con, you will be in the same spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, like memorable moments in general. Mine, like Wednesday is the new Thursday, and I already said like last year Wednesday was one of my best nights, and this year it was too. And our Sunday. Our Sunday night party also always good, followed by the rave, sleep pizza.
Are we ready for Tuesday yet? And we'll follow very soon by Monday. I mean, really, like we're gonna be there for 2 weeks if this keeps up. And
I honestly think that the Wednesday thing is going to become a thing. Like Wednesday night is going to become a thing. Like I mean, after this year,
it is a thing.
It's already become a
thing.
There
were people
the thing is, like Thursday is like you have to be there for Thursday night. Everyone's getting in before Thursday night because Thursday night is con.
Like con. It's
Am
con.
I still there?
It's con.
Am I still there, guys?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's official con.
All right.
No, I mean Wednesday night, like this year especially, there were a shit ton of people in costumes. I was like, okay,
yep,
kudos to you.
And I always thought that was like an internet thing, like, oh, it's just Wednesday. No, like it's real, really happening.
I also really just loved like making good Monday night memories because I'll be honest, like I stayed Monday night last year, but I didn't know anyone who was like going to the booze party, so I got invited to some of them, but it was like by people I was like I'm gonna show up by myself and like kind of be like a hang on to like this group of people, so I didn't go. And the last last year I got invited to a couple of them at the Hilton 5th floor. Maybe it was the one I invited to last year.
But this year they kicked them out of that and they gave them that room specifically because they knew it was going to be that large.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the last time I'd actually gone to one was 2014 and it wasn't a good memory. So like it was really great to like
put myself down for a second here.
That was like the last like Tara reclaiming her Dragon Con memory.
Reclaim Dragon Con, make Dragon Con great again.
Why?
So yeah.
What did
I
was sorry. I was gonna. I don't know why. I jumped over to. I was thinking about costumes for a second. Sorry, never mind. I was gonna say you were in Cersei, but no, you were in Melisandre.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. She was in
segue. I apologize.
Weird segue, yeah.
Except for the
costumes.
Except for the fact that Tara put on a Google Doc.
Yeah. So no. Well, whatever. Any other like memorable moments for you guys?
Let's talk about costumes.
Talk about costumes. Okay, memorable cosplays. We can move on to that.
Honestly, well, let me tell you though. I have gone from a person who did not do very many cosplays to being somebody who does a day-night switch pretty much every day. And I will say, like, costuming and being in costume is like part of being at con. And I've enjoyed doing like photo shoots and group shoots way more. The Westworld shoot for me was like amazing, and so was just going around and shooting like in my new Baelish. Was fun. I unfortunately missed the group photo shoots, but like the photo shoots, like and like some of the awesome, cool photos I got were just perfect.
This year I didn't do any photo shoots again. Like I feel like I missed so much this year, but like in the past, doing photo shoots, like I did the Marvel one on the big steps last year, and that was like amazing. And I've done some amazing photo shoots at Drinkin Con, and I loved it. So, I love doing that, and hopefully in the future I'll do more.
Well, I got to do the fleet photo shoot because I do that every year. And in my new costume. Can I brag about my new costume for a second?
Yes, absolutely. Costumes.
So early though.
No,
I think I woke up because I was like, "Hey, I know you're wearing this costume tomorrow. Send me pictures because I am not waking up to see it."
All over Facebook.
Did I not? Did I forget to do that?
Yes. No, you did. You did.
Oh, okay. All right. That was pretty cool. No. This is the first time for me. Like, I mean, I've done some good costumes, I think, of course, but I walked through the doors out of the hallway from the Hilton, and my friends knew something was coming, and they clapped and cheered, and that was weird and new and fun. So I was pretty happy about that. But it was a mashup, sort of old school Galactica and new school Galactica, and it was pretty well received, and I was really happy. Even there's some people that are very hardcore. We only like original Galactica, and they got it and they thought it was cool, and so yeah, it was pretty gratifying. So Tara's making a face. Stop making that face.
No, I was making the face about like people who only like original Galactica.
I'll drink to that because that is terrible.
I like them both.
No, I like them both, but I mean, the new show is like you really gotta like watch it like you're an 8-year-old because that's the target audience, and or an 8-year-old from 1970,
Yeah.
1978, because it's a
That
hard
show was
watch
finished
now.
before I was born. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
And
saying
like-
something
and like-
because I'm old.
So yeah. I mean, I'm a child. I only know the new one. I don't know what that is.
You should watch it sometime, Andrew. It's great.
I'm sure.
Just don't.
It's like watching Doctor Who. It's like, no.
So, other people, like, Dean, did you have any cosplays you saw that were really good? Like other people's?
I gotta be honest, I wasn't super wild this year.
Neither was I, right?
There wasn't like
I have
I'm
said
sure if I see there's probably pictures of something amazing somewhere. I didn't personally see them. There was some big dragon thing in the Hilton lobby that was like it had just been taken apart, so I didn't get to see it whole, so I didn't really see what it was. Yeah, like I mean, consistently great costumes at Dragon Con always, right? I think it's the best costume convention.
Yes.
Does everybody agree with that?
And yes,
No.
the thing is that because
No.
the level is so high. Well, hold on though. Because the level is so high, consistent, it's hard to see something standing out because there's so many good cosplays. You have to be like fucking spectacular to stand out.
See,
wait.
I am countering that.
The
As
guys who did the night
nerd-
horse was really good. The
As a-
skeleton horse.
Go ahead, Ashley. I want to hear this.
No, as an anime nerd, I do not bring my giant anime costumes to Dragon Con.
Giant?
Okay,
At anime cons,
What is it?
we have the best costumes at anime.
What is a giant? Did you say giant?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
Lot
you
of
don't,
fabric.
you don't, you do
Lots and
not
lots
have the
of fabric,
space
lots of armor.
they're
huge.
at Dragon Con.
AWA is a
But
big
like-
I have
category.
large
what kind of-
costumes. I have large costumes, but I won't bring them to Dragon Con because
Do any-
I recognize the space construct. Like I know I won't be able to fit through hallways easily with that many people, so I don't bring it.
Do
But-
any of these have tentacles?
Yes!
No, they probably have wings.
I do have large costumes that I will not bring to Dragon Con because of the space construct.
But no tentacles. I've seen her costume.
But like they could though, and that'd be canon.
I just have to speak up for the anime group because the anime cosplayers are a level above. Like the American fans, I give you a thumbs up, but you know what? You guys are at a different level.
I guess it like depends on how much
Actually,
anime.
no, they're about the same level if you think about it. I mean, I used to go to anime cons before I did sci-fi stuff, so it's just they've more evolved now.
And you know, right.
Go ahead, Andrew.
No,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring drama.
No.
I just wanted
Drama.
to point out that I don't bring my best costumes. to
In
Dragon
anime,
Con.
you're like transforming yourself more generally because, like, typically, unless you're doing a sports anime, best in Japan, like you're transforming yourself like pretty radically versus like modular.
Okay,
things.
last year I brought a pretty elaborate costume, and nobody knew who the hell I was.
What was it?
Which
It
one?
was my Yuri on Ice, but as the
Hey,
Night
you.
King.
I
It was, yes, but
never
everyone
watched
at an
Yuri on
anime
Ice.
con would get it, but no one got it at Dragon Con, and it was a effing expensive costume.
Dude, I've
And
worn
very
so
elaborate.
I've worn so many costumes at Dragon Con that nobody got.
Yeah.
Like,
Ditto.
Same.
I did Andrea, like comic book Andrea from The Walking Dead with the scar and everything, like, and Dale's
cool.
hat. And I was walking around and people were like,
But you know what? People really
what's wrong
comment.
with this girl? Like, why is she so ugly?
But Tara, you know what my most popular costume was? Dean's wearing it right now. I got more compliments on that T-shirt than anything I wore.
You are not lying.
I'm not.
Weekend. Us
I got-
walking to get our tickets. Oh my god!
Yeah.
How many people stopped to
Everybody.
yell at us?
Yes.
Everyone. And they were stopping to
You
yell
know
at you guys at the pool, too.
Cheers to Tara. Fantastic idea.
Here's
Thank
to
you
Tara.
for putting it together, making it get done.
Queen Regent.
Yes.
Thank you. I do what I do. Organize things.
But also,
Um,
count on American fans to know Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah. I
We like
A lot of people
drinking
got
and we like freedom, Ashley. Learn it. You'll
I
be
will say,
American soon
like,
enough.
So Andrea was probably by far my least recognized costume of any Dragon Con costume I wore. No, that's not true though, because I wore Bonnie from Red Dead Redemption with my significant other at the time dressed as John Marston, and I was with him, and people will be like, "Oh, it's John Marston. Oh, and you're that chick." Like, they didn't even know her name.
That chick, though. But that
chick. I was like, okay.
Maybe you should have been Abigail.
Yeah.
Nobody knows Abigail.
I don't know Abigail.
She's in like 10% of the game. Regardless, it was very like upsetting isn't even the word. Because it didn't upset me, but it was very like, how the fuck do these people not know who this girl is? And by the way, my costume is like screen fucking accurate. Like I went, that's like one of my few costumes where I like went out of my way for it.
Well,
can we have a moment for all of us that are like neurotic about our cosplays being accurate, but then no one knows who the hell we are?
A drink for that.
Yes, because I am neurotic about this shit.
Yeah,
and nobody knows it. So
she segues nicely into, because she did Bonnie, I do John Marston also. And yes, like every detail is right. Like the like there's a patch on his knee, like where he blew out his pants, right? And like I screen capped that so I could like get it perfect. And I walk around and everybody thinks I'm McCree from God, what is that game? Is that Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Yeah. Overwatch was like popular last year, popular this year. They had the payload thing, which created a very cool photo this year. But
they keep making more skins of it, so it's going to be popular next year.
But there's swim.
McCree is like, he's wearing a poncho, and like it's like, it just pisses me off. It does. I'm sorry.
But no, don't be sorry. Because we understand.
Yeah, and here's my segue back to what we were talking about. If you go to a group cosplay photo shoot for that group, for Red Dead Redemption or for Game of Thrones or for something else.
There's no Red Dead Redemption.
Fuck you and your hanging on that. There could be. There's a game about to come out. You don't know.
All right, 3?
Next year, 2019.
2019. It could happen.
Excuse me.
I mean, well, let's see how well received the game is, right? Yeah. Is everybody gamers here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
Who's that?
Curious side.
That was me. I had a WoW addiction, so I don't play games anymore.
Those were fun.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't have time.
Demoralized about Monster Hunter being about the Spanish destroying the Aztecs.
No. It's really about saving cats. It's really about saving cats.
No.
But which Monster Hunter? There's so many.
The new one.
Oh, okay.
No.
We are going
Monster
Hunter.
A lot.
They cosplayed that. There was cosplay.
It's about him.
I didn't see
destroying this new world and just killing these animals that have been living on this island. And I can't endorse Monster Hunter. No, my morals are against it.
Hey, you guys remember that time we did a webcast about Dragon Con?
Dragon Con!
And then we all got drunk and like just degenerated into
opener and other shit. Yeah, I remember that.
I feel bad for anybody who listens to this as a podcast.
Like you just can't see what's going on right now.
Yeah. Okay. So. Memorable cosplays. I'm just gonna get mine out of the way because getting this out of the way.
Yeah,
Aurora was great. I shouldn't have been stoned as shit when I wore it, but that's fine.
Get your shit together, Sarah.
Get my shit together, whatever. I was high as fuck. Grandmaster was my favorite.
That was really good. I like that.
Just tell Brian not to throw out that costume so we could do
that fake
group
arm
or something.
was really great.
Put together a group or something.
It was like, does he have elephantitis? Like, what that arm?
What?
Oh my God.
What are you talking about?
Wait, are you chugging the bottle right now?
Brian's Thor costume was like, it was a joke. Like the whole thing was a joke.
Oh,
He bought it for like $30 on Amazon or something.
It was
with
amazing.
this stupid muscle, like fake.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was horrible. So he should throw it out.
What the heck we're talking about?
I mean, I could show you a picture, but it would take me too long to bring it
Aaron
up.
did a film version of the
Marty.
Grandmaster, and Ryan did the work.
Oh no, okay, so Tara, out of the mini pictures you shared, this is my favorite, and you turned it into a meme all on your own, but this is hilarious. So everybody look at the Batman.
This Batman was like just standing
so
there.
weird.
We were all hanging out here.
Creeper
we
Batman.
were just like, okay, let's take some photos. And this Batman was just standing there, and he would not leave. So we're like, okay.
To be fair, I did not turn that into a meme. I think Becca did.
Becca did, but we need to work on it.
High five, Becca. So Aurora was great. Grandmaster was my favorite. But out of costumes that I saw, I don't remember if it was Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. I like came out of my room and there's like a group of Black Panther cosplayers by the con suite. They're all hanging out eating food. And they were all amazing. Like they were all just so gorgeous. It was like the morning
too. So it's like, why are you in costume?
Yeah, like they were also like alive and gorgeous and perfect. And I'm legit. We're all sure at this point in my pajamas, like scrunching.
It's too much trouble to get out of those costumes. It really is.
So, hydration and food.
Yeah, so they were great, and they also had an M'Baku, and M'Baku was my favorite.
Yeah,
and he was pretty hot, like 10 out of 10.
And like
would hook up with if I ever saw him again.
Bald cap on and like properly blended at 10 a.m. Really.
Like I said, they just left him on and
kind
of had a hot party, never took him off. It's like, it takes forever to get those
Wakanda group, they were like living it.
Yeah.
You know what? I lied. I totally lied. Early in the con, I did see something that impressed me. Can I show you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So a friend of mine, Chris Lee, I don't know if you all know Chris Lee, but he's quite the builder. So he did Hank Pym and his wife was the Wasp. But I'm not sure
was she the one with the wings?
Oh, that was
correct.
amazing.
She has the working wings. But now this is gonna be hard to see. But Chris took a beer cooler and turned it into the building.
That's awesome.
Oh, how sick is that?
Yes. I saw that on like Thursday night or something.
So he was cruising around with alcohol, like being cool about it. But
that's amazing.
Yeah,
but her wasp suit was crazy. It was so good.
I didn't realize that was a cooler. So like
it's so perfect.
Like A++ to them, because like I thought it was just
like the handle goes up and down, like it does all the things it's supposed to do. It's great. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
No. So other costumes?
Yeah,
whatever.
No, my Bilbo Baggins, the dressing gown. I got mistaken for the 5th Doctor from Doctor Who a lot. It's like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah, I know. It's like,
wait, which Doctor? Which
the
actor?
The 5th one. Yeah, the checker one.
No.
No. So the 5th one is the one with the broccoli, isn't it?
No, I think that was. I got mixed.
Or is that the 6th? Okay, the 4th is the scarf.
Yeah.
That's Tom Baker.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that, is it the asshole guy that no one likes? I thought that was the 6th.
I've got it was 5th or 6th. I don't remember.
Who's the asshole guy? Because like the first Doctor.
One dude.
The actor. The actor's the asshole.
Aren't they mostly assholes?
No, but the first Doctor. Has anybody seen any of the first Doctor?
There's one that has a broccoli in his pocket.
We're all
and he's kind of a nice dude. But then there's another dude that's like right after or right before that's kind of an asshole.
Well, like the first Doctor, like is trying, like they're cruising all over the universe, right? And he keeps trying to leave his companions on every planet they land on. It's ridiculous. Like he just. Like he's all buddy, like he fell in love with Rose and all this stuff, like the modern Doctor Who. Like the original one, he's just trying to ditch these people everywhere he goes. It's really funny.
There's an introvert right there.
Like, I'm done with you. I'm done.
Other cosplays?
Okay, I was Okay, my favorite cosplay of the weekend was my Catwoman. I want to reprise it again next year. I was really happy with it. I saw another Catwoman, and she was with a Groot that was like a full-sized tree.
Oh, I saw that Groot.
Yeah. The scratching post.
Yes, she commented that he was her scratching post. But
that was actually
that was an amazing costume. It was like a full-size tree moving.
I think that was
how tall do you think?
About 8 feet, 7 or 8. Yeah.
The Groot, oh god, he must have been.
He was huge.
8. I would say 8 feet. He was like, I was looking up at him, and I'm almost.
What are you typing, tall, so. Amanda? You trying to find it?
I'm figuring out which doctor I was confused for. Because I don't know which doctor is which anymore.
She doesn't want to be the asshole.
I don't know which doctor is which either.
The celery was the 5th one.
Okay.
You're right. Celery was 5. All right. Let's see. I think it was the 6th one.
Colin Baker, I feel like.
Yep, it was the 6th one. Colin Baker was. I think that was 5.
Baker's.
No, Peter Davison was 5.
Okay.
Who is also David Tennant's father-in-law now?
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah, it was they were
British actors.
Oh wait, is that part of the drinking game? British
we
actors?
can make
I feel like they should
have a
be.
drinking game.
I feel like any sort of incestuous relationship should be part of the game.
It's true because
it is kind of awkward. She was in the Doctor Who episode, wasn't she?
She was the Doctor's daughter.
Yeah,
it
makes it even worse.
No, there was actually the special where they did the older doctors who weren't in the big special thing made their own little special, and it was actually pretty funny. And she was in that.
That was fantastic. Actually, no, the best part was John Barrowman, right? Remember that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That was
with his family.
They're trying to sneak into the studio, and they see John, and they run up on him, and he's in a minivan with
his real family,
a lady and his children, and he's like, "You better not tell anyone." So. Yeah, they bribe him to get into the studio. It's great. And nobody's laughing, so fuck you all. Anyway.
I thought it was funny. No, when they actually they had Peter Jackson and
I haven't kept up.
Peter Jackson was in it. Yes.
Yeah. It's when they were filming The Hobbit.
I think we're the only ones that have seen this. So.
I think you're right.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think stopped watching.
Congratulations.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Our viewers have just dropped off. I guess the chat's done.
Okay, back to Drinkin Con.
Hey, Drinkin Con.
Okay, so anybody else?
That thing?
Anybody else like memorable cosplays?
I think this year I decided to do less, elaborate costumes.
Yeah,
this year I decided to go easy, and I enjoyed that fact that it didn't take me 3 hours to get into a costume and then have my significant other be like, "Oh, I was supposed to get ready." That didn't happen this year.
I got in on the run of 50 Marriott Tiki shirts. Did anybody else aware of that? Did anybody else see those?
What day was this?
I mean, I saw your shirt, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there was only 50 of them, and it came up at the last minute, so we barely got in there and got them. But
was it those Hawaiian shirts? Because I saw
Wait, was that the running of the Buffets again?
The what?
It should have been.
No. This was a guy. He did a last minute run, and we barely got him before con.
Right.
And then, but it was cool because he was posting videos because he made these old school like keychains, like hotel keychains.
Oh, that was on Facebook. Yeah, I remember that.
Remember
the carpet? Yes.
Now we have the cards, but he was doing these videos where he was leaving those keychains in random places, all over the con, and it was hunt for the keychain. So he was he was promoting himself, but it was super fun. This random event came out of him making these shirts.
I'm telling you, I think you all should have worn khaki shorts and found the same hat that Jimmy Buffett wore and just done a run of the Buffets.
I actually have that hat. That's the sad thing. Don't ask me how I got it because I don't know, but I have the hat.
I mean, I'm just saying you missed out.
I know.
On just doing a run of the Buffets, but in those shirts.
Maybe you should organize this.
Yeah. I'd be down.
Tara doesn't have time.
Well, it's next year.
You brought
Why
it
are
up.
we not in Zelda costume?
Oh,
We should be in Zelda costume according to the chat.
Zelda. Yeah. Why was there so much Zelda in your room? How did that become a theme?
That was the Zelda
Yes,
party.
yes.
Other than Zelda's awesome. Zelda's
Explain
awesome,
this.
but like, how did this happen?
Who cares? It was awesome.
So
It was.
our room was Zelda themed because last year, Brian brought one of our like roommates brought his NES classic, and it had Zelda on it. And Keith, Ashley's husbando, kept playing Zelda when he was supposed to be doing other things.
Someone spends 3 hours, not 2, but 3 hours putting on face makeup and body paint and full cosplay, and 3 hours. And
how many hours?
Like,
and then
It
what?
was 3.
And then played Zelda?
And then Keith isn't ready.
and then he's like, "Oh, should I shave? I need to take a shower."
He also, to be fair, like there was a cord. So this year the remotes were they were cordless, but last year we had cords.
I remember that, yeah.
So I tripped over that shit about 10 times throughout the weekend, and every time I did, the response was, "Ma, the dungeon, ma." So
But
yeah,
also 3 hours.
Yeah, it became an issue. That's why Ashley and Keith didn't have a lot of cosplays together this year. That's why Ashley and I were together so much this year.
I could
Ashara
do
the
cosplay with
Destroyer.
Keith, or he could play Zelda, and I'll go whatever.
Do something else.
With
Okay, I
Tara.
remember.
Jesus.
So we
We'll
ran
have our fun.
Thursday night. Was Thursday night the Suicide Squad? You did?
Yes.
It was.
Okay. That's what we just ran it into each other at the Pulse Bar. But I liked those. I like this idea of the because Tara was Poison Ivy and Ashley was Catwoman, but your costumes were similar to Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and that's clever. That's very clever. And so kudos, ladies. Kudos.
We had a Harley Quinn too, but I think she disappeared before that. Back on!
Okay,
Damn it! Back on!
We're all at the kind party. I don't
proposed to her.
remember what
I remember that
happened
photo.
past
I just said proposition. I'm not proposing. Okay, wow.
Thursday is kind of like our night to drink it a lot.
Yeah, but
I
also
drink a
like
lot every night. I don't know.
I mean, like 2 years
I never
ago,
stopped.
we had this whole like everybody's making out with our friend Nami thing, and then like last year it was fun, but I don't remember a lot of it. There was definitely a situation where Brian was supposed to bring one of our friends back to our room to get her bag, and he couldn't find his way back to the room, so she left her bag in our room and just like went home because he couldn't lead her there. And then like we came back way later. But like this year was like prime. I don't know what happened, but it was like prime Ashara.
Karen and I just got drunk. That's what happened.
Yeah.
We
Can I
were
do one more
together
costume
and
thing?
we were drinking, and we're like, let's keep drinking. that was the guys wanted to go back to bed, and we're like, no.
You know, I had maybe my roughest Wednesday night ever after because all my friends are coming into town, and it was like all of a sudden like, hey, try this flask about 20 times.
Yep.
And that's always a mistake. Always.
No,
and any of you that
never
are
a
watching,
mistake. Never a mistake.
no, be quiet. No, all of you stop giving me your flasks. God.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No.
I had pie in my flask.
He was drinking out of like random strangers' flasks, and they were offering them to
wasn't.
me,
I knew
and I
those
was
people.
like, "Oh, you knew those people."
No. Okay,
I did.
as long as you know the
I did.
people.
Okay, so you knew those
No.
people, but you were still
No.
drinking out of their flasks.
Stop it. And you know what? I know they're watching. I have a chat open on the side here. I know they're watching. Fuck all of you. I love you, but fuck you. Anyway. Ooh, I'm cursing so much. Jeez.
Oh my God! So
I think we've all been
Dragon Con-
cursing, so I don't know.
Yeah, Dragon Con 2019 planning.
Oh god.
All right. So like, okay, we went to the cons. Did we go through all the pluses? Everyone got their pluses out of the way.
I think so. Yeah.
I think
everybody got their
absolutely
cosplays.
Did anyone else want to point?
I actually printed this out. Did anybody else like?
You printed it out? How old are you?
Yeah, see, I was gonna actually.
We are nerds, Sarah.
I
Have you
did
not
notes.
got this?
Remember the
figured it out
keywords
last
from the
time.
first? I even did the key things. We're not really following.
Dude, when what's
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Andrew got me on the panel, and then you got me on the panel last minute. Dude, I was like, no, Keith, we can't do anything tonight. I have to study. This is
What?
your
For
friends.
what?
This is
For
what we got.
The panel.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh
sacred
yeah.
panel.
No, I researched my shit.
Hi. Yeah. Have we talked about the fact that Tara had to fucking moderate?
Moderate? Oh shit! Yeah.
Panels that I had no idea I had to moderate.
Go explain this about your having to moderate and not have any notice whatsoever because
So I'm supposed to
don't
get
do that to
notified.
people.
I'm supposed to get notified when I'm moderating panels, and
Yeah,
I
like
didn't.
if you're in charge of panels and you have to tell someone to moderate them, maybe give them notice.
Yeah.
Surprise,
Listen. I thankfully, it was all the high fantasy track. It was all Game of Thrones stuff. So hey, bitch knows her stuff. So that's good. But also, when I knew I was moderating the Sons of the Dragon panel, I fucking prepared for that shit. Like I had an outline. I had notes.
Yeah.
The other two panels where I didn't know I was moderating, I didn't have notes.
You need prep time for that. That is not.
Yeah, I need talking points. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was a little bit unsure about what was going on, and apparently I had to moderate these panels, and I think I did an okay job.
I just want to give you props for that because, if I was go into a panel and be like, oh yeah, by the way, you have to moderate this, I'd be like, what?
Yeah? Say what?
Yes, well.
No,
I'm very good at
totally props to you, Tara. I'm
very good at these things that I do. I feel like I have a better thing to say there, but I've drank.
No, that sucks. It sucks to be put in that position.
So I've drank this much wine. The line is there, and before that, I drank half a bottle that was
Damn.
I just know it weighs more one way than the other.
Yeah,
I'm actually going slow tonight.
Let me see. I don't know if I can do this with these bottles, but so my first Dragon Con, I learned a trick from Jason Momoa. Let me see if I can do this.
Personally?
Excuse me.
Actually, Jason Momoa. The real actual Jason Momoa. That guy.
He's very nice.
He's really cool.
Yeah,
I don't think I can do these bottles kind of suck for this. So he showed me how to. Come on. Yes!
Nice.
Did we see
Okay,
that?
no. Okay, you have to
man.
explain how you did that because I know a lot of people who will want to know.
Well, I mean, reality is bottle caps will come off with any hard edge, but if you use the end of another bottle, you can.
You just kind of force it.
They actually come out with a spatula too.
you could also use a lighter.
I don't have an opener, so I also have a screwdriver handy.
Hey, that works too. I'm just saying spatula. It's it's in
Spatula.
Okay. Yeah, spatula. I've opened them with spatulas.
So, Dragon Con 2019, Hyatt, if you're grandfathered in, they're charging you on October 2nd.
Yep.
Hail Hyatt. Sorry.
Chances are
that was actually appropriate.
Hail Hyatt. Yeah. Chances are it's booked solid by Legacies, so there probably won't be an October booking date happening at all. But if there is, it'll be
pay attention, watch your notifications. If you are trying to get into the Legacy group, watch it. And you know what?
Because people do. They opened up rooms 2 weeks before Dragon Con this year.
No. Okay, if you are looking into getting into it, get the link saved onto your quick links board, whatever it is. Have your credit card number on a copy paste board, whatever. you know, like do all the tricks. Like have the link there, so you just click on it. Have your credit card number and all your information. This so that you can just click on it. Like get everything that you could possibly think of to click on it, because everyone else is doing the same thing. They are doing this shit because that's what I used to do. Mm-hmm. I used to have all this stuff.
Hell?
You know, quick links, the copy paste your number, click it in. Like, if you want to get in, you have to do this because it is rough. Like, getting these rooms are rough.
Well, and my joke is Sheridan, like, who the fuck cares? But like they used to be Legacy, but now that they're owned by Marriott, they're opening.
No. Sheridan is owned by Marriott?
Yeah.
Oh. So it might be Marriott too.
Yeah, Marriott bought Sheridan. So
can we have a bridge, please? That'd be kind of awesome.
So their room booking opens at 9 a.m. on September 17th, which is
a couple of days.
A few days from now.
Yeah.
It's a few days from now. You need a code to book. Listen, I'm saying the code might be Saratoga.
Might be.
It was on Reddit as like,
excuse me,
you need a code to book, comma, Saratoga. So I'm assuming that they meant that the code you need to book is Saratoga.
It's like, this is your secret
Facebook
word.
Group for rooms, because there is a Facebook group.
Wow.
Yeah,
Con rooming, and it'll like they have all the shit down.
Are some of you actually in the Sheridan, or
no? Nobody cares about the Sheridan.
No one wants the Sheridan.
I'm just passing along information
because it's getting harder and harder to get a host hotel because of Legacy bookings.
Yeah, because the Hilton is definitely sold out. Like Hyatt is always like maybe sold out. Hilton, goodbye forever.
Yep. Legacy.
I'm a Hilton
Andrew claims that there's rooms going up in October, but I don't know if I believe him.
For what?
Well, the Marriott Hunger Games
for the Hilton.
There's always the Marriott Hunger Games, but you know what? There's no guarantee there because it's the freaking Hunger Games.
I mean, the odds are ever in your favor.
Andrew, are there really actually Hilton rooms available? He's talking and I can't hear him.
Andrew, we can't hear you.
Oh.
You're gone forever.
Yeah, if you have been speaking any time in like the past hour, we have not heard you because I haven't heard you in here.
No, it's not.
Hour.
It's
You're gone forever, Andrew.
No.
Oh, God.
Another one last.
Tara clearly muted him.
No, he's not muted. I just checked.
The curse of
and actually, like I see, here's the problem. I put it on his thing, so now it's gonna like just be on his. Oh, I don't know how to like get it off of Andrew.
All right, boot him out. Come back in.
Oh, you can only see him now?
No. So
I got the live chat thing going.
He's still smiling though. Look at him. Look how happy he is.
There we go.
Yeah, I just feel bad because if he's actually been saying things the past like hour,
he has.
Yes, look.
You know,
that's how I felt the first few times until I got my phone hooked up. Dude,
we're kind of assholes for not noticing. I'll be honest.
Yeah. So, anyway,
look at him talking. Look, his mouth is like
his mouth is moving, but nothing's coming.
Do you know sign language?
Yeah. Sign out.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it.
Just sign out, sign back in. That's the only thing.
Oh no.
Hopefully.
God forever.
Sorry,
I mean, it didn't work for me.
Bye.
So anyway, the Sheridan opens their room block if anybody cares on the 17th. The Westin released their first room block. It's gone, but they open them throughout the year.
Here we go.
Okay, I hate all of you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hate all of you.
So we haven't heard from you
said
since
that
we were
because
talking
the
about
same shit
anime
happened to
like
me,
over an
thanks.
hour ago.
Oh my God, I've said so much.
Yeah, and we ignored it all.
That's terrible. Hey,
This is
I'm on my fourth. I'm on my fourth beer, so I don't even apologize.
I'm like almost done with this whiskey. Like,
see, you
All
you didn't even notice we weren't responding to you. That's hilarious.
You have anything to add to Drinkin Con highs because we left that about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. No, I'd like to go back to the costumes
cosplay,
eventually,
like,
but
no,
you know.
he
Any
was still,
cosplay thoughts?
he was still talking during cosplay, so we're good there.
Okay, Andrew, the stage is yours.
All I said was that Hyatt will have a couple rooms open. Look, I got a Hyatt room last time 2 weeks before.
Yeah,
They'll
you
have
did.
a couple that slip through.
There you go.
If you're fast enough on the trigger, you can get it.
Yeah.
Any cosplay comments?
Yeah. We actually did the Bridezilla costumes Friday early afternoon. So there were 4 Bridezillas running around. It was fun.
I saw some of those. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Very cool. And yes, all 4 of our Godzilla suits were sprayed out with Febreze before we got into them. I'd just like to say that.
So
yeah, no, I get it.
How many of us have planned our at least one 2019 cosplay?
One, just one.
Yes.
Yeah.
1960s Batman. I did like the Catwoman and Keith did the Batman, so we're like, okay, we're gonna have a group next year.
Solid
Nice.
nipples.
Yeah.
So you're doing the purple dress 1960s one?
Yeah. Well,
cool.
I'm not Batwoman, but like that's
okay. No, Catwoman. Oh, okay.
I'm
Sorry.
doing Catwoman, but,
No,
but
Catwoman had the purple
we are
dress.
doing that theme. We're trying to get a
cool.
group together.
We're also definitely doing It's Always Sunny. Who got deep pregnant again?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's
Because
fantastic.
apparently everyone got our T-shirts.
Which means we have to do It's Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched the new season, but I know there's.
I just can't
What are
wait
they
to
up to, 10 or 11?
confuse the photographers with my sexy angel.
No.
But
Tara,
with
tell that story. Tell that story because that's just like holy.
We have an
what not to
ostrich
do-
cut out.
What not
what?
to do?
Oh,
as
we're
a
getting an
photographer.
ostrich cut out.
Of
So,
what?
so
What does that mean?
They're getting a
well,
cutout of an ostrich. They're not bringing a real ostrich to Dragon
Okay.
Con, which would be
Do
really
you
awesome.
know the episode? Who got
Oh, okay.
pregnant?
the Who Got Deep Pregnant episode,
Yes.
the Halloween episode. Do we all
Right.
know it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Dee like slowly turns into an ostrich over the night. So like my original, I've actually worn this costume before, and my original costume was like her exact angel costume. Like I found it online. That was
Wow.
hardcore searching, and I like took like yellow feathers and put them all over it and got like a beak. And at Dragon Con, of course, like all these photographers are like, take that beak off, like be a sexy angel. And I was like, that's not what this costume is. I'm not taking this beak off. Fuck you. But so we are reprising the Who Got Deep Pregnant episode where like we've got the McPoyles and Mac is Aragorn and
nice.
Dennis as Luigi.
Man Spider.
Yeah.
We're finding some Ashley probably to do like Peacock Girl.
I'm either the peacock or the waitress. I'm gonna do
Yeah, you should be Peacock.
Peacock.
if I can find the costume on Amazon.
Peacock.
So the
I don't
like,
want to
whole-
sew shit.
The whole point is like we're doing this like
Yeah.
ridiculous group cosplay.
Oh, wow.
But the
and-
thing is, if you know the episode,
Everyone will recognize it.
oh shit. Because everyone gets the Nightman. Like everyone who sees Nightman, they're like, "Oh, it's Nightman." It's like,
God, I'll be honest, I'm never wearing that fucking dress again. I hate it so much. I hate it
Which one?
so much.
From
The princess waitress dress. It's Aurora. It's a Sleeping Beauty dress. I just fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so uncomfortable.
But that was you did Nightman? All of you did Nightman?
Yes.
oh yeah, no, not us, but Tara was in the Nightman group.
Couple
I
times
was-
actually.
I've missed out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well,
Me too.
Lame.
Dean, you have to pay the troll toll.
Sorry.
That's the thing.
You
Finding
have to pay the
someone,
troll toll.
trying to
Jesus.
find someone who will agree to be Danny DeVito is like hard. It's
Yes.
like,
Well,
do you know
agree
anyone
to be
short
this
enough?
Person, we do, but it's like, do they want to be this repulsive?
Well,
character?
right, and
Little
do
troll,
you
yeah.
do you want to like subject them to that? Like, I don't want to make you the troll because you're short. That's rude.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man,
it makes it difficult because
Tara, I would volunteer to like subvert that meme.
you want to be the Spider-Man,
Oh, jeez.
but not Spider-Man, but Spider-Man.
Man spider.
Is that what we're talking about? 65?
Yes.
6? Well,
6'6".
That would be-
Don't forget the inch. It matters.
you would look more like Peter Boyle than Danny DeVito. I think.
That's why I'm doing a McPoyle.
Yeah, we are bringing an ostrich cutout though. That's happening
Cool.
next year.
Okay.
I've already found where we can order
Really?
them online. Yes.
Okay.
So like we're gonna
That's
slowly replace me in the photos with the ostrich.
Ostrich cutout.
That's pretty great.
That is awesome.
Okay, so Weston already released
Alright.
their first room block. It's gone. They'll release more. It's fine.
Give me a
Marriott.
second, guys.
Marriott, may the odds be ever in your favor. They haven't announced it yet. It's gonna be
It's coming.
the
You're
first or
coming.
second Wednesday in October at 9
Hyatt,
a.m.
good fucking luck.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
You're still here.
All right.
Hilton, fuck the Hilton.
Yeah.
I didn't
Hyatt,
want an entire
no.
hotel.
I mean, honestly,
Love
Hyatt,
to do,
Hyatt,
but I would not count on it.
Hyatt has kind
Have
of
a backup.
gone.
Have
Hyatt
a
has kind
backup.
of yeah. It's gone the way of the Hilton.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a room there. So
I'm not complaining. I'm a legacy, so ha.
Yeah, I am too, man.
We are in that
like
bourgeoisie of Hyatt.
So, upcoming events. Anybody?
Ice and Fire Con!
I saw that. It's not until April, but
I am for the first time planning on going to Shore Leave. That's an East Coast. Are you all familiar with that?
I know. I haven't heard that one.
Mhm.
It's I think Maryland. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cool.
A lot of my friends go. It's a smaller con. That's one I want to do. Ice and Fire Con, of course.
Yeah.
Wait, I had a list. Like,
No,
drunk enough,
if we're talking about other cons we go to, I may or may not go to YomaCon. That's at like the last weekend of October.
Oh, I
It's hard
hate
to
you so
say.
much.
It is. It is the last weekend of October, so it's like Halloween weekend. So that's kind of like do you want to go to YomaCon or do you want to go to Halloween events?
Or do you want to
Detroit?
just come to Greenville and visit me?
TerraCon!
I'm
TerraCon!
interested in this
2 weeks
TerraCon.
after that is TeslaCon, which is actually my favorite convention of the year.
What's
And I
the
feel
steampunk?
really bad saying that because I'm like, oh, I love Ice and Fire Con, I love Dragon Con, but TeslaCon is an amazing convention.
That's the one that's
what is that about?
Mainly, it is
TeslaCon,
steampunk.
immersive in a
But the
steampunk
thing
car, right?
is that it is immersive. Like they encourage you to be in character. It's kind of like going to a Renaissance festival, but they encourage you to be in a
Role playing.
Yeah.
Victorian character. They encourage
Didn't they like have
the
it like
role
literally
play.
a marine one year, or encourage you to be in a submarine one year?
No, they have different themes every year. They've had like
Yeah.
they've had 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They've
Okay,
had
that's
on
the one
the
my
Mars.
friend
They've had the Lost World. They do different themes every year. The thing about TeslaCon is that it's an older crowd. Like that's what I like about it is that if you are, fed up with the anime crowd, if you are too old for that shit. I am a young person at TeslaCon. I am in my mid 30s, and I am the younger crowd at TeslaCon. So you are around people who are not behaving like idiots.
Thank God. Okay.
I
So
missed
that is really enjoyable about TeslaCon. It is
I
steampunk.
want to go. It's just always so.
Yeah, I know.
It's so far away.
It's in the beginning of November. It is. I love it so much. They have a capped attendance as well, so that helps as well. And it is mostly older people who are 30 plus.
I went to an event last year that sounds similar to that. Dickens Fair in the Bay Area here in California.
Yeah.
And what they do is the whole thing is set up. It's supposed to be like Victorian London with different districts, and there's like the city, and then there's like the dock and all these. But what happens is they have their role players performing scenes from various Dickens books all over the place. Like you have to go there multiple days to even catch up with the story as it's being told.
Yes, there is a storyline. It's very much like a Renaissance festival where there is an ongoing storyline. You kind of like when you get your pamphlet and you check in, you can see where the storylines are taking place. So if you want to watch those, you can go to those spots during the hotel. Yeah,
it was really cool because they like. I mean, there's like murders and things. Like,
totally.
It's pretty crazy.
It's awesome. Like that's why I promote it so much, and I hate saying it like in this podcast because I'm like, no, Drinkin Con, no, Ice and Con, but also I really
we're talking about other events, right?
But like,
how dare you, Ashley?
I know. Anyone local to Atlanta, AWA is next weekend. It's an anime con, so expect many
anime.
Teenagers.
Many teenagers.
I would
say that is like the main plus of TeslaCon is the fact that most people are older than the Drinkin Con contingent. It is mostly 40-year-olds, honestly, and those people know how to hold their liquor. They can drink. Oh, they can definitely drink you under the table, and they will just like laugh at you, son. But that's what's so great about it.
Do you plan events? Do all of you plan events around who you get to see? Like, surely for me,
yes.
Is because I have a lot of friends that live on the Beltway, and like that's a big motivation for me because it's an event I've always wanted to go to, but I have like, I don't know, 20 friends like in that area, and I want to see them, beyond Dragon Con, because like we have these relationships. I mean, we have these familial relationships, right? Like, or community relationships with people, and I want to see more of them. And I'm West Coast. Are all of you East Coast?
Yep. Yes. You're the worst.
Oh, where are you? Where are you located?
I'm in California, so I'm the oddball.
Really?
Yeah.
And you come all the way over for Dragon Con?
It's
11 years running. 11 years running.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
I mean, I've been to San Diego Comic-Con once, but like it
was amazing.
The cost, it's like astronomical though. So.
Well, like I got to do a trip with a group of people. We went to New Orleans, not at a con. That was just,
New Orleans is a con.
It was a really good time. I'd never been, so it was a really good time.
Yeah, it always is.
But like 30 or 40 of us showed up, and we had the best time. And it was like not costumes, not there was no fan stuff happening. It was just being tourists, and it was a good time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we had our friend KK who used to organize Ice and FireCon with me and still organizes Beach City Con. Got married in New Orleans in March 2017, and it was
awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's great. It was great.
Yeah, awesome.
It was an amazing shit show.
No, I just have to say, like, all you people, I've met all these friends through conventions, and now we travel together to go to people's weddings.
Yeah,
it's amazing. So.
Ashley,
you just gotta put yourself out there.
Traveling weddings.
Yes. When my wedding was in Toronto, I was like, no, I can't do like some weird backwater.
You said Canada.
Whatever.
Everybody.
No. Yep. No, I had my wedding in Niagara Falls because it's like a tourist destination. So I was like, no, I need to have my wedding in a place where people can have fun. Because if they're traveling, they're paying for a plane ticket. They might as well go to a place where there's actually stuff to do other than just go to my wedding.
Is that the avatar or the profile pic I've seen that you have, Tara?
Yes.
Is that where you were there?
Yeah,
oh, that's great. Okay.
That is why I was there, which is weird because my mom's whole family came from there. But anyway, so end of the webcast. Anybody else have like, what are you doing the rest of so we've got Dean is doing.
You know what I'm doing? Wait. Come on, I'm in my office.
Yes, the rest of this year, like the rest of they're other
everyone
events.
Tell us.
No, wait, I'm gonna self promote right now. Screw that.
Yes, do this.
This is mine. But look, okay, so right behind me. Look what's behind me.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
That's a Terminator head. This is an
There's an
alien head. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And there's the Conehead baby.
And that is the real Conehead baby, a real
So
alien
creepy.
head. And the Terminator is a crew gift. This is what I do. This is a gun from Galaxy Quest. And look,
Oh,
it's,
wow.
it's
Nice.
it's spinning.
Can I have that?
No, it's mine.
But
Yeah, I'm sitting in my office with like tons of cool stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
But so that's what I'm doing mostly.
Okay, so do you buy your props or do you make them?
These are all screen used. Everything
Oh,
here is
okay.
screen used. Yeah, that's actually my business. The prop block. Anyway.
So promote yourself. Absolutely.
yeah, for real.
Cheers.
sure.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. But yeah,
So
mostly
I want that Galaxy Quest gun.
I have.
One day we'll have a
actually-
group cosplay.
Wait,
One
let
day.
me see. Look,
One day.
Can you see the helmet? I actually have the whole the
Oh my
Sarah
God.
Soldier. See it? Can you see it? I have the whole costume. I recently got that, but that's my personal stuff, not the
Nice.
business stuff. Anyway, all right. Me.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Hold on, I've got. Stop.
So rest of this year, Jesus Christ. Beach City
Right.
Con, October 12th through the 14th. We're doing a Greenville like photo shoot weekend the last weekend of October. So the weekend of the 27th. I want all Littlefingers there. I need to invite Judson because I feel like the more Littlefingers I have, the more likely I am to actually wear that Sansa costume.
Yeah. Sansa.
But you're wearing Sansa
Why-
to Beach City Con?
Yes.
No,
Why
no,
are
no.
I'm confused.
I-
Photo shoot.
Sansa.
That's
I'm doing like a photo shoot weekend like
Okay,
here in
so
Greenville.
Halloween weekend. This
Yeah,
weekend.
and I'm gonna wear Sansa maybe.
So if we were to go to a certain person's wedding, we could just be like, "Hey, Tara, we want to stay at your place for the next week."
Yeah, exactly. I don't care.
You're good.
I mean, I can't promise you won't have to sleep on like a pull-out mattress, but you know,
Why have you been resisting Sansa though?
I'm not resisting
No,
it. I'm
it's
just
that
lazy.
everything is against
Because she's
her.
lazy.
Everything
wanna
is
put it
against
on.
her for this.
Like, and I
This
saw
costume is
FireCon,
like
I
a
had the whole costume.
Yeah,
And I was like,
no.
I
This
am.
costume is cursed.
I stayed up till
'Cause
5
she doesn't-
a.m.
Because she doesn't want to take good photos.
No, it's cursed. I'm convinced it's cursed.
It's cursed. It's cursed.
Do you have so if you did like the party Melisandre, do you have like an actual Melisandre? Like, and do you
Yes,
have a
I do.
Stannis to run around with?
Well,
I do not have a Stannis to run around with. I do have an actual Melisandre costume, which I will never wear again because my friend Megan. Because my friend
No, it makes
Megan
sense, yeah.
wore my Melisandre costume, like the dress that I made and the wig that I bought. Let's be real, in the Westeros and American Musical.
Westeros and American Musical. See it on YouTube.
And you like look at her and she looks like Carice Von Houten. Like it is not even fair. Like how fucking hot this girl looks and how much she looks like Carice Von Houten. And it's like I can't ever wear this again. It's over. It's done.
yeah.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
No. Sell high. Sell
No, I'm
high.
not selling it. I'm
Wait,
it's the convention's costume now, and Megan
Hold on.
D is forever Melisandre.
You can wear.
price.
Wait, hold on. You can wear any costume you want. There's not like. Come on now. Come
Oh,
on,
I
we can be-
absolutely can.
No, but her
Did they-
Melisandre is like, holy shit.
But
It's pretty on point.
I don't ever want to wear this again. I feel like it's.
She owns it now.
To
Is
be
that what it is?
fair, yeah, she owns it now, yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. But to be fair, like the one time I wore it, somebody at the bar thought it was like Halloween in Greenville, and somebody at the bar was like, "Are you son? Or are you that like the little redheaded girl that everybody hates?" And I was like,
What?
Oh.
"Oh,
Little
Sansa?
redheaded girl everybody hates?
Apparently, people don't respect Game of Thrones the
early.
same way
Yeah,
we
no, a
do.
lot of people don't like early Sansa. That's actually true.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know who Melisandre is, I feel.
Yeah,
You gotta
Demon
love
Baby and all
redhead.
that.
So anyway, Beach City Con, October 12th to the 14th. Greenville, South Carolina, cosplay photo shoot weekend, and all sorts of other shit. The weekend of October 27th. Andrew and I are running a 10K the first weekend in November, and that's my life.
I'm also doing a half. You're not on that though.
Dude, fuck you.
Is that one of the Disney ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disney races, like we're doing a 10K together, and then the next day he's doing a half. He thinks.
Wow.
Well, I also kind of ran on Dragon Con and like beat my time.
Yeah, fuck you. What the hell was that?
At fucking 8 o'clock in the morning.
There's a marathon at Dragon Con?
There's a race.
It's a 5K.
Seriously. No, he did a 5K. A Dragon Con after. It's not even like Thursday morning. No.
Friday
morning.
Yeah,
You were up early?
He did Thursday night, and then he did this shit.
What time in the morning was this?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, right?
You're crazy. You're a freaking unicorn. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Nobody's up that early.
I was totally sober. I was totally sober.
No.
Afterwards.
Not allowed.
Crazy. I actually missed the parade. I was supposed to be in the parade, and I got bitched at for it because I
You were supposed to be in the parade.
One day I will be in the parade.
I was
fucked
that
up.
will not be today.
It's actually bad because like we have a very big group in the fleet. You probably know this because you've seen the photo shoots. 12 people showed up for the parade. Like, how awful is this?
Oh my god, only 12?
Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. You know what it is? No, it's that damn. Okay,
early.
We're taking a break. The organizers of the Tequila Town party. Maybe we finally learned our lesson. Tequila.
Yeah, maybe don't drink a shit ton of tequila on Friday
night before the parade.
Easy lesson.
Yeah, no, I didn't make it. Sorry.
Well, it's really early. Like you're really early.
It is because you gotta get up.
You have to be
there like 8:30 or something. You gotta
you
get
have to put on makeup. Holy crap!
Well, I don't.
Well, yeah, no. I spend like an hour putting on my cosplay makeup. That is.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, any other last thoughts from you guys?
I love Dragon Con. I will come back forever.
5 ever.
I am very, very appreciative of all of you. I got to spend time with all of you this con, and Amanda's yawning. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop it, Amanda.
Like really though, but like for me, I'm less about panels and more about the social experience. And so for me, all of you like had a lot to do with that, and I really appreciate that. And I really like seriously, like you've made me feel welcome in this new group of Game of Thronesy people that you are, and I super appreciate that. And that
I apologize for our group in advance.
no, it was so fun. Like really, like you're a great group of people, and I can't wait to spend more time with you.
Finger.
Yep, little fingers unite.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I can't believe we kept it at about 2 hours tonight. It's amazing.
We're 6 minutes over.
8. A little more than that.
8? You have 8?
Yeah, I have 11:08. So thank you for joining us, and this will be a podcast eventually when I am not lazy and get around to it. So
wait. Can I interrupt? Just sorry.
Yes. Go ahead.
So you all don't know, but we've been playing our own word game with my group of friends, and they're demanding that I say one word that I didn't get to slip in. I've totally been playing you guys all night.
Oh wow!
They're demanding I say Merkin. So I said it. All right.
I know what that is.
Oh wait. Also, fuck you, Garrett. Fuck you, Garrett. All right. I'm done.
All right, Dean said the word he was supposed to say, and we're going to stop the broadcast now. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.